holding on to something in a white straight jacket. September days in the past, it happened. Moving to the function, I attract them like a magnet. See me down Abbott.
Yeah, I mean, mental breakdowns versus like panic attacks, are different. When I think of like mental breakdown, I think of like you're gonna harm yourself or others, and you're not being like yourself at all. Like in
Okay.
that case, you call authorities or you drive them to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's really nothing else you can do. Like
Okay.
you can try to coax them out of it, talk them down, and of course that works. But if it's really bad, like it's out of your hands now. You know what I mean?
Right.
As much as they might not want to go, like they gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And if someone's just having like a panic attack, like make sure they're okay, give them some space if they want, bring them water, bring them food, something to distract them too. That helps as well. I
Mm-hmm.
know some people with autism, if they have meltdowns, I've heard that, asking, like, hey, do you need anything? But don't touch them.
Right.
A lot of people with autism, if they're having a meltdown, want to be left alone. So, maybe ask someone, like, if you know someone is prone to those, then, like, ask them, what helps.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's different, but what
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Were you
like I
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're good. I'm done.
Okay. What would you say? Were you ever paranoid about possibly like having another breakdown after you like previously had one?
Yeah, a little bit more recently.
Mm-hmm.
Because my first one, it wasn't really a huge breakdown. Like I didn't end up anywhere. I was okay, but it was very, very, very bad episode of OCD. It lasted for like
Okay.
3 or 4 months.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I'm
at
sorry
first,
to
like
hear.
after that happened, oh, it's okay. Thank you. I mean, I'm good now.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of a blessing in disguise, and I'll talk about that in a second. But,
Mm-hmm.
um, like after the second one though, the most recent one, I was a little bit freaked out. I'm a little bit scared that because what's happened when I moved away from home, I'm scared it's gonna happen again. But
Mm-hmm.
I know what it's like. I know if it creeps up on me, I know what to do. I know how to like get it through it. Like so, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm properly medicated. I got a regular therapist. Like I'm chilling. I'll be fine. Like
Yeah.
even if
Mm-hmm.
it's like a little bit difficult for like a week, I'll be fine. So
Yeah.
I'm not as paranoid because like I'm very confident that things will not get out of hand.
Right. Right. Definitely. I feel like
Mhm.
when I became more spiritual, I was able to control certain old habits that I do not want to
Right.
go
Yeah.
back to.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean that stuff helps too. Yeah.
do you think there is a difference between like having a mental breakdown caused by external factors, so like people, family, co-workers, your environment, versus
Hmm.
it's more internal factors, which is like the pressure you put on yourself or like self-torturing?
Very interesting. I mean, probably. I've never luckily had a situation with outside factors that was like so bad that I was like,
Yeah.
even if I thought the outside factors were wrong, it was just like my OCD trying to convince me of like bullcrap.
Right.
So I was like, but I don't know. There's probably a difference. I would say it's hopefully a bit easier to recover from things that are external because you can have that control over that.
Mhm.
Um, a little like you can remove yourself from situations, but that's also not always possible. So I understand. No, I don't know. I would say they're probably different. When I was in the hospital, the psychiatric hospital, there were a few people who definitely seemed like they were having it harder than me because their issues were external.
Oh,
Like
okay.
here I was, going to college. I had a nice home. I was in a nice area, and some of these people were like either like on drugs or like, were really poor or like,
Right.
were going to jail for something. Um, so I think it just depends on the person, but
Yeah,
also
true.
it's hard. It's hard. Like that stuff's also very hard.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I don't want to minimize either situation. Both are very difficult things to go through.
Yeah. So what are currently some healthy habits you have
Hmm.
now, or some maybe some healthy home remedies you use?
For sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I first of all set screen time limits on social media.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, because that stuff can either get toxic and it's also just not good for your brain, the way that they
Yeah.
have their algorithms set up.
Oh yeah.
And you feel better when you do something more productive with your time, even if it's like watching a show. At least you're getting something more out of it than like
Mhm.
talk.
I get so
So,
tired of those darn cookies and advertisements.
right? Oh my gosh. Oh, just want to like buy like because they have like those bulk candy videos too. I'm like, oh, I want to order like 15 bags of these. Um, but yeah, so like even just something else that's a little bit better with your time.
Yeah.
Reducing screen time helps a lot.
Mhm.
going for walks, doing exercise. I'm very
Mhm.
blessed to have a job right now where I walk a lot.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that helps.
Yeah,
Um,
for me, I would say I listen to music and just dance crazy like nobody's watching.
that is also good, being yourself, doing something like that. And obviously, like if you are creative, like be creative. Like writing music is like after I went through my breakdown and I was trying to cope with it, like I just started writing and I've been on that creative high since then. Like I have not stopped and it's just
Right.
great.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I guess that goes hand in hand with the next question, which would be, what would you advise to someone listening who's suffering mentally from breakdowns or mental health issues? Which I feel like we pretty much kind of covered that. Would you say?
no, I mean, yeah, just make sure you get therapy, get professional help if you can. That's the best.
Mhm.
Talk to friends and family, but at the same time, they may not be able to help you with the issues that a professional can do. So, don't fall for online therapy scams, and also go
Mhm.
for walks and like learn meditation and stuff because that's also helpful.
Okay.
Um,
Are,
and a lot of therapists will tell you to do that. So.
Yeah, we're almost wrapping up here, but I just want to talk about with you, Jay. How to catch yourself when you may be going into a bad place. But I
Mhm.
feel like I want to tie this more into like being a music artist. So,
Hmm.
what do
Mhm.
you do when you're in a bad place as a music artist? Like,
Um. Yeah. I mean, like, I haven't luckily experienced too hard of situations as yet because I've just kind of started really going hard into my musical journey, and I've mostly been okay.
mhm,
But I'd say just being like, I would say, if you're not, if you're finding trouble being creative, if you're not eating, if you're not sleeping,
yeah,
or your eating habits are changing, you just feel down and stuff like that. That's when you just like, just check in, just get some help, even if it's not a big deal. If you
mhm,
think it's not a big deal, just like, might as well get started with it. You'll get some out of it. It'll
yeah,
prevent you from spiraling. I think that's just catching it early is really what's important.
yeah.
Um,
Has anyone in music tried to make you feel bad on purpose to just ruin your mood?
mm. Yes, and it's funny actually. This is a very funny story. I think this is a child who did this. So I posted on Reddit a while ago, and I was talking about sexism actually in the industry, which is
Right.
really funny because a lot of men just gave me like free beats after that. It was great.
Oh.
I think they felt bad. And I actually made a few friends from that thread. Like Tap Daddy Beats. Shout out Tap Daddy Beats. He's so fun. I love him.
Okay, shout out.
Um, yeah, shout out. But like this one person, I don't know, like I posted my music and like they heard my music and then they're like, man, you friggin' suck. Um,
Oh
and
boy.
they didn't swear at all, right? But
Mhm.
they made a SoundCloud hate page for me called
What?
Plantana Trash Water. I don't know what it means, but I was laughing
What?
so hard. I was actually happy because I was like, I'm relevant enough to someone make an entire SoundCloud account. Like I was so
Yeah.
happy. So I think this person tried to make me feel bad, but like was it obviously like a child? And like was like censoring their swear words as like they were typing.
Mhm.
Which it was kind of endearing. I was like, "Aw, like you're trying." It was cute. But like
Wow.
it was really funny. I don't know who this person was. I think it was someone who does this quite regularly, just like makes accounts to like hate on people because they're like lonely and like probably like 10 years old, but like
Wow.
it was funny. It was really funny. The account's gone, I think now, which is very sad, but it was a good time. Uh,
That is
but
crazy.
so I think it's the one situation where someone like actually tried to like bring me down. It did not work. Actually, it brought me up. But
That is wow. That I have no words for that. Like he
I
went
know it was
all
crazy.
the way to do that, wasting
Yeah, pretty
time.
nuts. Yeah, right. Like, go like play a video game or like I don't know, like kick a soccer ball. What are you doing, bro?
Okay, so how do you create a strong mentality for yourself? Like what are some things that it takes, do you feel that it takes to create this strong mindset when it could be in general or just being a musician?
Strong circle of friends helps a
Mhm.
lot. You know,
Yeah.
therapy, obviously, as I've mentioned before.
Mhm.
And just like making sure people don't walk over you. You've kind of mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Setting boundaries, stuff like that. Doing
Mhm.
stuff you enjoy. Don't let yourself, do shit you like. You like do stuff you like.
Mhm.
In case, and you might say like, oh, I got work to do and stuff, and it's like, yeah, but you got to take breaks too.
True.
If you can. Obviously, some people are not able to, which is not fun. But when you do have free time, just make sure you can spend it well doing stuff you like, and I think that's always good. And I think really just like making sure to not sort of go against your own values as well,
True.
and just like
Yeah.
make sure you're doing what you want to do, and like don't try to chase, if especially from a creative standpoint, don't do things just to like chase fame or like chase clout and stuff. Make sure
Mhm.
you're doing things that like you agree with and that you'd agree with, and that you're not changing just to be
Be
like in your
original.
own
Be
way. Be
authentic.
original for sure, because no one's gonna get famous if you're not original. Like even the most lame artist is probably famous because they're original. Like just think
Exactly.
about it. You know what I mean? Like that's genuinely one of the most important things as an artist.
Yeah.
If you're like somebody else, no one's gonna listen to you like at all. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Even someone like Babytron, and I'm not saying Babytron's bad, but like Babytron's definitely very unique, and that's probably why he's
Yeah.
famous. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's an artist from Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Yeah, I see
Not
him
from
on
yeah.
Double XL. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's from Ipsy. He's like from 30 minutes away from me. I actually work
Oh,
right by where he's from. Yep.
that's
Um,
cool.
I want to meet him. I want to meet him because I'm probably gonna try to start do some stuff in Ipsy.
Yeah,
But
I would
anyway,
be ready for that
um,
collab.
yeah, that'd be crazy, right?
Yeah.
But I don't have a name for myself in that area. It'd be like, who are you? But um, nonetheless,
Yeah.
just in general, like being unique is important. And I think that if you're gonna be, you got to make sure to have a strong mentality to be able to be yourself creatively.
Yeah. So I would say we're going to be ending off soon, but what's your
hmm
take or advice for anyone who wants to give up because they're in a bad place or they just feel hopeless because of the situation they're in?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's different degrees to giving up.
Right.
If you are actually going to hurt yourself, then I don't have many words for you besides it will get better. And,
Mhm.
although you definitely, if someone's considering that, they don't believe me. So what I would do is just, please just see a professional. They can word it in a lot better ways than I can.
Mhm.
And I've, as many times as I can, repeat that, it won't really settle in until you get help.
Yeah.
But if someone just wants to give up on their creative endeavors because they don't think that they're successful, or they don't think that it's gonna go well for them, like just keep trying. Because there was a point like a few years I could not write a full song. I don't know why, but I could not do it. And then
Mm.
something clicked one day, and suddenly I could do it.
Right.
And I think part of that was just going through things and like taking a break and just sort of like listening to more music and like exploring more genres and stuff. So
Right.
just give it some time. Maybe switch up the routine, try a new approach to your creative stuff, and you will get there. Just give it some time. If it's really meant to be, you will get better. Like
Yeah.
I've tried so many creative stuff in the past. I tried to be an artist, drawing. I tried to like sing. I
Mhm.
tried to produce. None of it really fit. And then I found rapping, and I was like, oh, like this is what fits. So just if I don't know what I'm going with that, but just
Yeah.
if it's meant to be, like you will improve. Just
Yeah,
you know.
I would add in if you want it, then go get it. But also
hmm
at the same time, you have to enjoy the process.
Yes. If you don't enjoy the process, it's not for you. Like that's
Yeah,
it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because I always have to tell myself this, ask myself like if I had just 100,000 like supporters, right? What would I do with it? Am I ready to
Mm,
handle that yet right now?
right.
It's like
That's it.
I want it, but am I ready for it?
Right.
So
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
so
Um,
take it step
yeah.
by step, guys.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. And I mean, what I mean by enjoy the process, obviously there's going to be hard things for whatever creative
Mhm.
field, but if you're not finding yourself having fun with it and like really like getting involved, then like, it
Yeah.
may not be worth it.
And just have fun. Do
Exactly.
just
Just have fun.
yeah. I don't really like when certain people take things like too serious. Like no shame to them because that's them. But for me, I just like to be chill with it. Just improving my skill set, skill level, but also just having fun. So
Me too.
yeah. All right, Jay. This has been amazing. I think this has been a great
Yes, I
conversation.
agree.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, 100%.
Let's
Thank you so
go.
much.
So
Yes.
before we get out of here, Jay, just tell everyone what's next for J.Plantana. Any
Ooh,
news projects?
yeah. Yeah, so today actually I'm filming a music video for a Tap Daddy Beats cipher. He does them about every 2 to 3
Ooh,
weeks. Me and this one rapper called Marundo are meeting up because he's also from Michigan. We're gonna film something. We've been cooking something up. Very
nice.
cool. It's like a little detective theme. Super neat. You guys will like it. You guys will love it actually, and should be on my SoundCloud in about a couple days. So yeah,
Okay.
pretty cool stuff. And I'm working on a mixtape. So um, it's gonna be called Better Upset. It's gonna explore some cool topics, and yeah, So very
Oh,
excited
nice.
to do all that stuff. Yeah.
Can't wait, Jay. I wish you
Thank
nothing but
you.
success, happiness, and peace. And
You too.
once again, thanks for coming on here because you didn't have to, but you did, and you were great and amazing. So I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. I
All,
appreciate you too. Thank
oh,
you, man.
thank you. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you anything here you could relate to with anything we talked about, make sure to share it. Maybe someone could use this. Make sure to like, comment, and if you're new, subscribe. Thank you guys once again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ray, we did it.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay! That was so fun.